How you doing? So I'm a hyper-organized left-brain individual who used to have loads of different contextualized to-do lists. I read that book, Get Things Done, years ago, and it was like I had really great systems for organizing all the things that I had to do. And then, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, I just stopped. I stopped not just organizing it well, but I stopped having to-do lists at all. And I've talked about this before, and there's another video you can watch about the idea that you don't really have to do anything. So I'll include a link, click that if you want to watch that one. But in this video I want to talk about another way of relating to things to do that will actually make it easy for you to not have to-do lists. One of the reasons we create to-do lists is because we fear forgetting the things that we have to do. If I don't do that, I'll get in trouble, or if I don't do that, somebody will be upset, or if I don't do that, things are going to fall apart, which is really all fear. So the only reason that we keep a list of things to do is because we worry about what will happen if we forget and don't do it. And you know, it's useful to keep lists of things so that you remember. And it sounds crazy, but I've actually decided, and things are working out okay now for years, that if I forget, then that actually means that it wasn't that important. So I'm choosing to take the idea of not remembering as wisdom. So if my mind isn't able to remember it, then it was not important. And that might sound crazy to somebody because it's like, wait a minute, but what if it is important? You just forget. And how can you just say that not remembering means it's not important? Well, it's not that I'm saying it's true. I'm saying I'm choosing to believe that. And that's a very important thing, right? I'm not pointing to knowing where it's the highest probability of being the most effective person in the world. But importantly, that's not my highest value. It's not my primary orientation. My highest value, my primary orientation is to live with as much peace and love and relaxedness and joy as possible. And on top of the foundation of that, to create at my greatest level and degree of power. Now that I've taken that approach in my life, I've experienced that I'm able to create more powerfully from that foundation of relaxedness and peace and joy and not worrying about things. But I didn't come into it with the idea that if I'm peaceful, then I will get there, because paradoxically, then it wouldn't really work anyway, because I'm trying to create joy as a way to get something, and it doesn't really work out. So anyway, that's a little bit of a tangent, but let me bring it back here. What I'm really suggesting in this video only is that you actually take the concern that you might not remember and you just keep the idea that you might not remember, and instead of it being a concern, you transform it and you be like, that not remembering is wisdom. That not remembering is an indicator of its importance to me at a deeper level, not like out there my left side of the brain, intellectual understanding about what needs to happen for things to be okay, but my not remembering actually is a deeper wisdom around that's not important to bring me peace, joy, happiness in my heart, in my soul. And when it is, it will become front of mind and I'll take action on it. So another piece of this that's really important, if you're going to not have to-do lists, is to be immediate action with anything that becomes true for you. So one of the ways that I don't have to-do lists is to trust that not remembering is wisdom. That's even brighter than my intellectual brain could even figure out. And that creates this baseline relaxedness. I'm not worried about forgetting, because if I forget, I guess I was supposed to. The other side of it, though, is when I do have something that feels like it's important to do and it's present for me, act. Just do it. Just do it right now. I have this realization a while back in working with my mentor that I can either spend time thinking about something to do, or I can just do it. So I can think about doing, or I can do. And the amount of time I used to spend thinking about doing now has become a massive resource of time that I can just do with. It takes so much less time to do things than it does to think about doing them. So we actually save time by doing instead of thinking about doing. Now that's bonus. That's a bonus idea for this video. I wanted to just tell you about trusting not remembering as wisdom. So you can take both of these on. Watch the other video too about, having to do things. But if you can take these things on and that, I bet you will have so much fun and success throwing out your to-do list. And if you have any hiccups, let me know. Share with me what challenges you face or what fears come up. And I'm happy to correspond with you or make another video if I can expand more. today is the perfect day for you to create who you are. You are loved and you are powerful. And I am loving you simply for your being here. I will talk to you soon.